the kids for war. Army chic in high fashion stores. Law and order's done their job. Prisons filled while the rich still rob. Assassination politics. Violence rules within our nation's midst. Well, ignorance is their power tool. You'll only know what they want you to know. The television cannot lie, controlling media with smokescreen eyes. Nuclear politicians' pictures show the acting's lousy, but the blind don't know. Open your eyes, see the lies right in front of you. Open your eyes, see the lies right in front of you. Open your eyes, see the lies right in front of you. Open your eyes.
Hello, everyone. Tonight on the Deprogramming Hour, we have a professional musician, Dave Cremin, and here he is.
Glad to be on the show.
Well, let's go straight to the magic. Are you prepared?
So, yeah, I can. A magician always has to be prepared for magic, and I have a special trick here. But first of all, I'd like to ask you a question, Carrie.
I'm willing to be a victim.
You're willing to be a victim?
Yes.
Good. Victims or volunteers, they're all the same to me.
Exactly.
Have you ever swallowed a sword before?
No.
No? Have you ever dated anyone that swallowed a sword before?
Not that I know
No?
of.
Well, that's perfect, because this is going to be totally new to you.
Okay.
Now, I want you to stand, just don't stand too close to it, but you can see a lot of people think that this might be a prop. It is a prop, but it's also a real sword with a real blade. Just in case you're a little apprehensive, Carrie, what I'm going to do here
I think Eminem frowns on gore, but...
Oh, good. Well, they're going to love this, because
Okay.
look, to reassure you that there will be no harm done to you with this trick,
Okay.
we're going to do a little test run with Seamus the Chirpin Chicken. We're going to put the sword through Seamus's gullet. It's going to go all the way down. When it hits his gullet, he's going to do an Irish jig. Diddly-idle, 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 diddly-idle. There was no harm done to any live animals during the performance of this trick. Now, Carrie, you noticed that we've done this from top to bottom with the chicken. With you, we're going to do it a little differently.
Is this going to be G-rated?
We're going to do it G-rated, but we're going to go from side to side. But what I have here, Carrie, is it's mandatory with the Society of American Magicians in case any injuries happen. We're going to put a little brace, and I'm just going to put this around your head like that. Perfect. That's perfect. You're just going to check to see if the size is perfect, and it is. Before I put it on, let me explain. After I put it on, the sword goes through the front of your neck and goes out the back of your head. And Carrie, it doesn't do any damage whatsoever to the blade.
Oh, well, that's the important thing, right?
And to your neck.
Okay. Secondary.
There we go. Perfect. Now, Carrie, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in just like I did in the rehearsal here. And if you feel anything, I want you to tell me. You shouldn't feel a thing, but just let me know if you do.
I'm acting. Keep going.
But you don't feel anything, do you?
I feel a little.
Oh, you feel it? You feel it?
I feel it on my
Okay, that's not
Adam's apple.
That's not supposed to happen. I just bought this on eBay yesterday. Hold on a second here.
I like my Adam's apple.
Let's check.
I want to keep it.
Oh. I got it. I got it. Biggest
How
mistake
long have
of
you been
all.
doing magic?
Biggest mistake. I just about 2.5 weeks now.
Oh. Covering,
We're going to do a little protection because you got a nice jacket, nice little
all right.
clothes on here. Perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in on the count of 3. I'm going to ask you to do a dry swallow. 1, 2. You can see in the front of his throat, out the back of his neck, no damage done to anybody. Oh my
Correct.
God. I feel your heart is
My heart.
a little faster. Hold on a second. This is the hardest part. Just a little dry swallow. Oh. Oh, it's stuck. Well, then we just have to do the rest of the show like this. It's not going to bother you. I'm only kidding, Carrie. Give it a little swallow. Perfect. And
Do I
let's
have
take
health
the
insurance
brace
as
off.
a co-host here at the Deprogramming Hour?
There you go. Well, I've paid my premiums for my Society of American Magicians insurance there.
Oh, so your insurance covers me?
It
Volunteers?
should, yes, in case
Wow.
any damage. Would you like to see a card trick?
You are a professional. Yes, I would. Uh-oh. Is that part of the last act?
Oh,
No.
Excuse me.
This is a side effect of my... Wow. What did you have for lunch? Wow. Did you just come from a gay pride parade?
Looks like Fruit de Loops. But that's the easy part. This is the hardest part. Look.
Aye.
But you know what? Kids love this.
Well,
there you go. There was no harm done to any live animals during the performance of this trick. It's just a little sponge pet. But seeing we have a deck of cards here, Carrie, what I'd like to do is I'd like to show you a little card trick. I made a prediction this morning, actually a double prediction, ladies and gentlemen. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to give the deck a shuffle. First, we're going to start with a Russian shuffle. This is the Russian shuffle. They call it the Russian shuffle because you can see the cards Russian from one hand to the other. This is the Jewish shuffle. The Jewish shuffle is otherwise known as the Passover. One of my favorites is the bulimic shuffle. This is the bulimic shuffle, look.
binge and purge.
The only problem about that is a tough shuffle to swallow.
Aye.
And this is the Mexican shuffle. The Mexican shuffle is just one revolution after another, just like that. Now, if you notice, there's jokers in the deck. Every card is different. I did make a prediction this morning, Carrie. It's Dave Cremin's double celebrity prediction. In this envelope, we have a picture of a famous celebrity holding a playing card Carrie, that you haven't even picked yet. So I'm going to ask you a question, Carrie. Do you have a favorite celebrity in your mind? If you have, keep it there. You have? Okay, keep that celebrity in your mind because you have not said that to me, you have not discussed it with me, and yet in this envelope is a picture of that celebrity that you are merely thinking of. Now we're going to go to part two because that picture of a celebrity is holding a playing card that you haven't even picked yet.
My heart is beating even faster than before.
Well, hopefully it should beat even faster when you see the prediction come out of the envelope. I'm just going to riffle the deck like this. Yes. I want you to shout stop anytime you like, Harry.
Stop.
There. Do me a favor. I would like you to take that card.
Yes.
I would like to have a peek at it and give it a little glimpse to the camera. I'll look away. Just remember the color, the value, and the suit of the card. Okay? And stick it back into the deck right here. Never seen by me. I did get a feel from it, but nevertheless, in this envelope, as I said, is a picture of a famous celebrity that's only in your mind right now, Carrie, and it's holding a playing card, one playing card out of 52. First of all, would you please tell me the name of the celebrity that you are thinking of?
It would have to be Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Jolie, I think is how it's pronounced.
Jolie.
Yes.
And people are going to wonder after this trick, how the hell did I know that you were going to say Angelina Jolie?
I know why I said it.
Would you tell me? What was the name of the card that you picked?
I picked a 10 of spades.
Carrie, here is Angelina Jolie holding the 10 of spades when she was a baby.
Sheesh. That is a trick, isn't it?
It is a trick. And you know what? They was stumped the magician up at the Apollo Theatre last week, and they tried to stump me. They said Will Smith, but you know what? I ended up stumping them.
Will has blue eyes?
Will has blue eyes. When he was a baby. All babies have blue eyes when they're babies.
I did not know that. I'm learning so much.
That's Dave Cremin's double celebrity prediction.
Wow.
And I'd like to end with a non-card trick. It's actually one of my favorite tricks. I've never seen a particular show that they did reruns in when I came to New York. Was the Ed Sullivan Show. And I saw a magician there perform an amazing trick on the Ed Sullivan Show, and it was none other than a magician called Tommy Cooper, who was an idol of mine. He's one of the best comedy magicians. He's passed away many, many years ago, but they showed a rerun of him. And I'd like to perform my version of the same trick for you here today. It entails 2 items you have to follow, and it's pretty simple. Basically, it's a bottle and a glass.
Was he an Irish magician as well?
He was an English magician.
Magician, okay.
And this is a trick that he performed, and I have created my own version of the trick. And it's 2 items, and basically you have to separate the glass from the bottle.
Oh, that's
You ain't
simple.
seen nothing yet. Once the bottle and the glass are separated, what's going to happen here is they're going to change places with each other. That's why we have these two items that we cover the glass. I should say that the bottle should be the same amount of distance from the glass as the glass is from the bottle. Tube number 1 will cover the bottle. Tube number 2 will cover the... Oh! Did you see that?
I did.
Where did that go? I don't know where that came from. You know, instead of starting the trick all over again, let me explain something. When the magicians perform magic with breakable props like bottles and glasses, it's always good to have a backup. In that case, something breaks, you got a spare. Okay, a bottle covered in glass, a snap and a magical wave, and absolutely nothing happens. Unless you're dyslexic. If anyone at home is watching and they're dyslexic, they may have seen some kind of movement here. I should explain, it's a lot better when the host drinks the contents of the bottles before I do this trick.
Uh-oh.
The magic word to make them change places, the bottle and the glass will be change. I would like you to say the magic word change at me on the count of 3, Carrie. 1, 2, 3.
Change.
Change. Unbelievable. You are pretty good. The bottle is over here now where the glass was, and the glass is over here where the bottle was. That's the easy part of the trick. The hardest part is making them go back. Would you say the word again, Carrie? 1, 2, 3.
Change.
Change. And there they go back again. Now, if anybody is watching, you probably don't believe me when I tell you that it's real easy to get them to change places, but it's extremely difficult to get them to go back again. And you can see that they do change places so fast at the speed of light. Remember, tube number 1,
Yikes.
covers the bottle. Tube number 2, oh! I don't believe it. Another bottle.
Yikes.
Tube number 2 covers the glass, which now becomes the bottle, and the bottle over here becomes a glass. And that is made possible by using an extra bottle. If Tommy Cooper was here today on the Ed Sullivan Show and he was performing it live, I am sure that he could do it with just 1 cone. Bottle becomes the glass, and the glass over here now becomes the bottle. And you know how that's made possible, Carrie?
How?
We use an extra bottle. 1 cone or 2. The bottle becomes the glass, and the glass over here becomes the bottle. And that, of course, is made possible by an extra
You're
bottle.
blowing my mind.
Bottle becomes the glass. Glass over here becomes the bottle. And, of course, that is made possible because we use an extra bottle. Glass becomes the bottle. The bottle over here becomes the glass. And you know what that's made possible by? Using an extra bottle. And, Carrie?
Yes.
I'm Irish. So, when
I'm
an Irish
sober.
man sees a bottle and sees a glass, he always likes to propose a toast. And, ladies and gentlemen, what I would like to do right now is I would like to propose a toast. It's not the moments in life, but it's the amount of moments that take our breath away. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Carrie. And
Cheers.
thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you very much. David Cremin. How can people see you, contact you, see you on the web?
Well, all you got to do is really think of what you see behind me here.
Uh-huh.
Outer space. Outer space, and that's really out of this world, because that's the name of my website, outofThisWorldMagic.com. You can click on my events, you'll see where I'm appearing locally around the tri-state area. And if you feel like booking me for any event, corporate, private, that you like, there's a little contact me link on the website. You can...
Excellent. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thanks a lot. I really enjoyed it.
I did
Thank
as
you.
well.
Guy had been down on his luck for a couple of months. Young hipster named Steven from the Alphabet City. He had been tending bar at a little place on Ludlow Street, little place called Max Fish there. He catered to models and people with artistic intents. Stated life had been pretty slow, kinda non-existent though. He had a steady exposure to the nightly New York boozers. Disenchanted attitude had creeped up on him, and the personality once had fled. He felt smothered by the buildings, the monotony and daily routine. Then a girl came in the bar. She came in the middle of the bar till the middle of the day. Steven said, let me tell you how I love you, dear. Let me make it crystal clear. Yeah, I try to love you without no fear. Let me make it crystal clear. Want a beer? So they met up at St. Mark's that night, and they went to Sing Sing, and they had a couple drinks, and they sang some karaoke. Then they went to Avenue A, and they had a couple drinks there, and headed to 7B on 7th and B, back to Ludlow Street, to the dark room, and Steven leaned over for a kiss. And they kissed for an hour. They were drunk, they were young, they were having so much fun. They were drunk, they were young, they were having so much fun. See, they said, let me tell you how I love you, dear. Let me make it crystal clear. Yeah, I try to love you without no fear. Let me make it crystal clear. So they took the subway to her place that night, and she had no hesitation about turning out the light. And they woke up the next morning so happy, no regret, and they knew there was no coincidence they met. And Mackenzie said, let me tell you how I love you, dear. Let me make it crystal clear. Yeah, I try to love you without no fear. Let me make it crystal clear. Oh, let me tell you how I love you, dear. Let me make it crystal clear. Yeah, I try to love you without no fear. Oh, let me make it crystal clear.
Almost fell. Well, thank you very much for being on the show. Thanks for not stepping on my hat. And let's hear another number from Danny Fingers and the Thumbs. Thanks all for tuning in, and we will see you next time in 2 weeks. Good night.
There's a quiet thing about you I like. There's a quiet thing about you I like. Is it that you're sensitive? Is that just my prerogative? Wanna take you to a bookstore, hang out and read. Wanna take you to a bookstore, drink chai and feed you with my heart embrace. Show you I'm saying. Should we meet in the self-help section? Should we meet in the humor section? Should we meet in philosophy? Or over by the magazine? There's a quiet thing about you I like. 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 Is it that you're sensitive? Is that just my prerogative? Wanna take you to a bookstore, hang out and read. Wanna take you to a bookstore, drink chai and feed you with my heart and brain. Show you I'm saying. I'm insane, I'm insane, I'm insane. It's a quiet thing about you I like. There's a quiet thing about you I like. There's a quiet thing about you I like. There's a quiet thing about you I like. Is it that you're sensitive? Is that just my prerogative? Wanna take you to a bookstore, hang out and read. Wanna take you to a bookstore, drink chai and feed you with my heart and brain. Show you I'm insane. I'm insane, 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 I'm insane.